Hey, it's Keith from Amped Publishing, and today I'm going to review a very simple little WordPress plugin. Now, when I say it's simple, it literally takes 2 minutes to set up and get going. But what it does is actually really cool and something I've been looking for. There are plugins like this, but not exactly. Okay, so what this thing does is it basically allows you to assign tailored content to a category. Okay, so for instance, if you have a post, or excuse me, a category with a bunch of posts in it about guitar lessons, okay, you can then tailor your sidebars, all your widgets for that particular sidebar, tailor it towards guitar. Okay, now for instance, if you also have something where you're just doing it's a basic all-around music site, so you have guitar lessons, piano lessons, but you want to tailor certain content in your sidebar to just guitar, you can do that. You can also do that now with piano. Okay, so if I have a piano page loaded or a category loaded, you can see that you can tailor content specific to just the piano. Okay, so let me show you exactly what I mean by this. So it's very simple to set up. Once you install it, you'll go under Appearance and you'll see Sidebar Hero down here. Okay, so what you're going to see is this is just a raw site that I have, a raw WordPress install. So you'll see I just put a couple of different categories in here. Okay, so when I create a new one, we can call it, let's say it's drums. Okay, because we're just going to use music as an example. I'm going to go ahead and create that sidebar. And then what I can do, and here, let me show you exactly what that looks like. What I could do is, once I have this, I can assign a category if I had a category that was related to drums, right? So let's just go ahead and create that category real quick. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab. And we're going to add a drums category. Okay, so now this is going to be all my content related to drums, lessons, just content in general, whatever I want to do, in regards to drumming. Okay, so we've got the drums category set up. Okay, so now let's just make sure to refresh this. All right, so we have our drums, but nothing is assigned to it yet. So when you pull these down, that's where you can go ahead and assign, multiple or single categories to it. So with drums, I'm going to obviously go ahead and do that. I'm going to assign that sidebar. Okay, so now we're going to see, here it is. Now let me pop open the widgets view here. Okay, now you're going to see I have the generic widget area, which is default for WordPress, but I also have piano, guitar, and now drums. Okay, so what I can do is I can drag whatever I want into the drums here. So let's just do this, and for example, I'm just going to go ahead and say drum content, just so you can kind of see it as it loads. Or here, drum sidebar we'll call it, and then inside drum content. Okay, so whatever I want to do here with these widgets, I can do, okay, and I can customize it to the categories that I'm assigning. So we should be good to go there. I think I hit save there. Yeah. All right, and what we can do then is hop over to here, and we'll go ahead and visit the site first. And I'm going to go ahead and do a post. Let's see here. So I'm just going to add a new generic post. We're going to call it, I'm going to call it drums, just so that we can see it. So here would be my drum content. All right, so this is going to be basically a post about drums. So what I'll do is assign that to that particular category, and I will go ahead and publish that. Okay, so now when we get onto the site here, what I'm going to do, now let's see if I have recent posts. I do. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is go to drums, okay? So right now you'll see there's my drum content, and here's my drum sidebar. Now again, this is one of the ugliest default themes WordPress could ever imagine, but you get the point. So you're going to see that there. Okay, now let's go ahead and hop back here. I'm going to go into piano. Okay, piano by my piano lessons. Okay, because this is the sidebar that I have hooked up right here. Guitar lessons by my lessons. That's what I have hooked up, and that's the sidebar that I have attached to it. Now if I hop on over to guitar lessons, you're going to see guitar lessons by my lessons, right? This is just simply for guitar. So I can customize my content in those sidebars based on based on the category. Now, there are a few other plugins I've seen like this, but you had to go into each individual post and then kind of create your sidebars that way. Well, I have hundreds of posts on my main site, and that's just... it's just overbearing, and there's just no way I could do it. So this is really handy, especially if you already have a nice full blog where you should be creating categories for that content. You can just simply go in and start assigning customized content, sidebar content to each of those categories. So really cool. Like I said, it is super simple to use. There it is. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. It's super fast, super easy to use. Okay. Now this it goes. Let's see that I think he's launching this on I want to say Monday the 17th, October 17th, 2016. You can pick one up for a single site license is $17. For a 3 domain license, it's $37, and you can get an unlimited as well, unlimited domains for $67. Okay. There's really nothing else through the funnel. Those are the only 3 choices for this particular product. But very cool, very simple to use, and really powerful. I'm telling you, there's not a lot of plugins out there that allow you to customize that content, those sidebars, based on the content types, okay? So I thought this was a really clever, very simple plugin to use. So go ahead. I dropped a link down in the description that you can click on to learn a little bit more information, or go ahead and get yourself a copy. Thanks for joining me.